Hey guys, it's Nikita here, and today I'm going to be touching on a topic that's very important in your networking journey, and that is initiating an informational interview. This kind of interview is not to be confused with a professional interview that they call you to. This is something that you initiate on your own after a networking event or after you met someone in the elevator or somewhere in a professional setting where you would like to learn more about their career trajectory and if they can help recommend anything for you or help you achieve something or one part of your goal somehow. So for me, going through grad school, going through my own professional career, I have found this very helpful, and the key to making that connection and, hopefully landing that job that you want. So I'm just going to go roughly through an outline of what I would do in order to initiate this informational interview. The way I would do that is, I went to a networking event or I met someone at an office, I would take down their information. So touching base on my previous video, I mentioned, getting their card or having one of these folders where you can jot down their information because you would like to reach out to them at a later time. So I've mentioned that they will either, like if they're a higher CEO or a higher director, they will either have their own work number on their card or they will give you their administrative assistant's contact. So what you would do is get that information, send them a courteous email or their administrative assistant an email, kind of briefly touching on, "Dear X, Y, and Z, I met you at this event. It was a pleasure meeting you and learning about your career trajectory. I would like to further extend our conversation and I am wondering if I can set up an informational interview with you." You put your signature and everything and then you wait for their response. And then if you were to email their administrative assistant, you would just ask them to whom it may concern. I'm trying to set up an informational interview with this person, this X, Y, and Z person. I met them at this networking event, or an early careerist. So you would just mention who you are, what you do, and when you would want this informational interview, and ask them for a couple of dates. 90% of the time they will answer you and give you a date. I really recommend you as being very flexible. If they do give you a date and you're really interested in them and having that informational interview, please just take the day and clear your schedule out because of the opportunity you can receive from the informational interview. And that's the first step in initiating this informational interview. So it's very important to be flexible, initiate that first email, and always keep an open mind. If they don't reply, then don't get or disheartened. Just keep on trying with the next person that you're interested in having the informational interview with, and I'm sure 90% of the time they will answer and give you a date which you can set up with them. Then after they give you a date, offer to meet them where they are, because oftentimes they're very busy and they may not want to trip somewhere. Give you a date, ask them if it's okay to meet them at their office or around their office at a local coffee shop. But the most professional thing is to meet at their office or meet at a workplace setting, so that it's in a professional setting and the vibe is very professional, unless they suggest a more casual professional atmosphere. That initial email, you've picked a location, you are going to meet them, so you should have a guided interview process. So some of the things I suggest: you get there and you have that casual conversation in the beginning, like you introduce yourself again, because they might have met a lot of people and they might not remember you very clearly, so it's very important for them to be reminded and have that connection awaken again with you. So these are some of the things just you ask during your informational interview. Ask them about their career trajectory. Where did they start from, them to where they are now. That open conversation and build that credibility with them so that they feel like whatever they're telling you is very valuable and you are taking it with a lot of gratitude. And you should also ask them about interests, what interested them about the role that they're in, about the industry that they're in. Did they change industries in between to help guide your interview process? Also, I love asking what are some challenges that they face in their role. This will really give you an insight of what, goes on through their mind. Really see how a person ponders and really thinks about the challenges that happen in their role. Asking another one of my favorite questions to ask is what their day-to-day looks like. This is a very interesting question because, the higher the person goes in their career, you see that all they do is sit in meetings, like meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. So if you are someone that loves that in that field, you will enjoy that. But keep in mind, sometimes they don't have time for lunch, sometimes they don't have time for X, Y, and Z. That's why they have other people to help them that role. So you'll see that sometimes the higher the position, the more meetings you attend, the more high-level things you have to go by, and you will see that you have to think on your feet a lot. Always have to think on your feet. The more on demand you are. Last but not least, ask them what their future aspirations are, and gives you a side of their hopes and dreams. We always have hopes and dreams of what we want to become and what we want to do in life and how we want to be fulfilled as a human being. So when you ask them that question, it gives them the chance, piece of them that they probably do not open up about. So that's a very interesting question that I like to ask, and I suggest you asking if you go through this informational interview route. After that last question about them, other questions you should ask are about yourself. So tell them about what you are aspiring to be, where you are in your career, what you hope to be in your career, and ask them if they have any recommendations for you, what they would do if they were in your place. Tell them about different positions you're interested in. Maybe an informational interview is not a guarantee of a job, but they can probably connect you to someone that may give you more information about what you need to do or where you need to go for your hopes and aspirations. So at this point, usually you get about 30 minutes to an hour. So with all these questions and all these conversations, your time might be getting to an end. After you have the discussion, thank them for their time, appreciation and gratitude that they met with you, and the opportunity and the knowledge that they shared with you is very valuable. So have that gratitude, and 100% guarantee they will remember you, because as a human, we don't really sometimes there's this famous quote, as human beings we don't really remember what the other person does, but we always remember how they make us feel. So if you make them feel a certain way with gratitude and appreciation, they will always remember you and have you in their mind in case any opportunity pops up that can be beneficial to you. You're off your merry way. And then that day or the next day, be sure to email them a thank you email. Thank them for their time, thank them for gratitude, and if an administrative assistant helped you set up the meeting, then thank them too in the email, just so that they feel appreciated as well. Also try to keep in contact from time to time. Just a simple hi, hello is great, so that they know that I've forgotten about them, because they would be so busy, maybe they would not have time to reach out. So just from time to time connect, just to keep that energy and that professionalism going on. Those are my tips on how to initiate an informational interview and what questions to ask and how to go about an interview from start to finish. I hope these videos find you well and you really use this time to develop your networking skills and really propel in finding your dream career. I'm on my personal path to finding my career goals and what I want to do with my professional life. Having these videos, really encouraged me and make me hopeful, happy to share, to help someone in achieving what I want to achieve too in the future. So I hope this video really brightens up your day. I hope you learned something new, and please comment below if you have any suggestions on what I should cover next. I know I found these kinds of videos when I was in my networking and interview phases. So yeah, just stay tuned, and thank you again. Subscribe, like, comment, and share to all your friends. I'm here to empower us. I'm here to educate us and give us a platform to succeed and thrive. So I hope you have a great day, and always believe in yourself, and with every closed door there is an open door somewhere. I hope you leave from my video inspired and being positive. So have a great day, and see you next time.